Hello, I'm Father Joe Gambala, pastor of St. Malachy Catholic Church, Sterling Heights, Archdiocese of Detroit. Welcome to Saint of the Day, and today is March the 1st. Today's saint takes us back to the British Isles. Now, we know in the early centuries of Christianity during the pagan Roman Empire, Christianity began to grow slowly in England. We don't know much about those early years in England, but we do know that after Constantine made Christianity legal, Christianity began to grow quite quickly in the British Isles. After the British pulled their legions out in the early 400s, England was invaded by the pagan Anglo-Saxon tribes. These people came in and pushed the Britons, at that time were largely Christian, pushed them west across the British Isles into what is now Wales. Our saint today comes from that part of England called Wales. His name is David. Now, David was born of one of the small kings. Wales was divided up into many small little kingdoms, and his father was the king, which meant that he was going to have a pretty good life, a decent place to live, lots of food on the table, no hard back-breaking work for him. But he was also a man of faith, and he wanted to express that faith and invite other people to that faith. So he asked his father for permission to become a missionary. And his father agreed. And so he did. And he went about the land of Wales and into the Cornwall Peninsula, which is also in the west of Great Britain, and he founded monasteries. And eventually, he was elected by one of the local towns as their bishop. He was having a lot of success and then felt spiritually moved to make a lifetime pilgrimage. He always wanted to go to Jerusalem. And that, back then, would have been a long trip. But he made that trip. And he finally got to Jerusalem, and he visited the tomb of Christ, and he visited the place of the resurrection, and he was very happy to spend some time there. While he was there, he became acquainted with the Bishop of Jerusalem, known as the Patriarch of Jerusalem, who decided that David was such a good guy, he promoted him to Archbishop. And so David returned to Wales as Archbishop and continued his good work of expanding the faith until the Lord took him home. He was very loved by the Welsh people and is the patron saint of Wales.